The Golden Knights just bullied the Florida Panthers. Like, there's no other way to put it. The Vegas Golden Knights just grabbed the Panthers right by the scruff of their neck, put their head in a toilet, and flushed. And we'll talk about the game in a second, but even their Twitter account, they put out Cats Got One with that Chris Paul meme. They put out a tweet about drafting Jonathan Marchessault from the Panthers in the expansion draft. They're a fun follow on Twitter. But the actual important bit, the game. First of all, Ivan Barbashev is an absolute menace. Like, there's no other way to put it. 3 minutes into the game, he just absolutely nails Ratko Gudas. And like, he's not hitting a defenseless player here. Gudas is going in for the hit. He had another massive reverse hit in the third, this time on Duclair. I actually like this one more, but aside from that, he also helped Vegas get the train rolling with an assist on that second goal. I just want to remind everyone that he was a trade deadline acquisition by Vegas. With St. Louis this year, he had 29 points in 59 games. With Vegas in the playoffs, 16 points in 18 games, plus that physicality. You have to adore that signing. We'll come back to Vegas bullying the Cats in a second, but on the topic of hits, obviously one of the big discussion points for this game as it was happening was Tkachuk just absolutely demolishing Eichel. Eichel is looking for a breakout pass. He's not paying attention. He sort of leans into the hit, and he just eats it. The way he came up holding his shoulder, I thought he might be done for the playoffs. I thought it was dislocated or badly hurt, maybe even broken, but no. And that was a clean hit, though Tkachuk would get a penalty in the scrum afterwards. We'll talk about that topic again in just a moment. Anyway, that hit took place right before the second intermission. Vegas fans were no doubt very worried, but the third started and Eichel was on the bench. Not only that, he would get an assist on his first shift, and not some dinky little second assist. He was fighting in a boards battle, gets the puck, and you love to see that. Even if you're not a Vegas fan, like, you want to see the superstars in the game. Another bullying moment I wanted to mention was this Mark Stone play. It just really shows the Mark Stone difference. He's an absolute beast out there. He breaks his stick, makes a big hit at the blue line stickless, grabs a new one from the bench, then gets an assist. That's not to say that Florida wasn't being physical. They were, but they also took a lot of really dumb penalties. There was this Montour one in the first. Tkachuk would get 2 misconducts and would be forced to leave the game in the third. Those are 3 misconducts in 2 games, by the way. Eric Stahl would get 10 minutes for abuse of officials, and there were more as the game was winding down. The other big story in this was goaltending. Obviously, Bob did not look great. I thought on that third goal especially, he was pretty lost. He'd be pulled after 4, whereas Aiden Hill would have a great game. A couple of random ones bounced in. I guess that diminishes it a bit, but I mean, Vegas took this one 7-2. I don't think anyone's really complaining. Overall, Vegas is just playing 1 or 2 gears above Florida. Florida's going to need to pull something out really special, as they did in round 1, to make this series interesting, but I just don't know if they have it in them. And the Panthers still have not won a game either in Vegas or in the Stanley Cup Finals. They made it 96 against the Avalanche. They were swept. Now they're against Vegas. It's 2-0. Let's see them make it at least closer than that, hopefully.